Okay, lovely everyone. Let's get on our mat. Así. Oi, oi, well done. Well done, good. So you know the drill, lovely Shavasana. We haven't done it for a while. Make sure you've got your knees over your bolster just to protect the lower back where we haven't been on the floor for quite a while. Rock under the head. Lovely. Oh, sorry, bit of a yawn. Lovely. Maybe as you start to relax, just start to rotate your ankles. Rotate the wrists, that's lovely. One way and then the other way. Brilliant. Turn the head gently from side to side, and you've got your eye pillows on, but very gently. We carry on doing that. I realise that these days it's really good to do more neck exercises. So we're just going to do repetition a little bit more. Just it's quite safe when the neck is on the block to not overdo it. Good. Lovely. And when you're ready to center, you can center. And let's start with lovely deep breaths. Abdomen rises up like a balloon and softens down on the exhale. Basino, over there. Basino. Go lie down. Boy. There's a good boy. See? Hi, Maddie. Lovely. Continue those lovely deep breaths. Feel your whole body, the back of the body, becoming heavier and heavier, softening into the floor. Feel the heaviness of the heels on your mat, the heaviness of the elbows. Feel the heaviness in the back of the neck as you sink down. The heaviness in the back of the knees. Deep, deep breaths. The hips are softening, the buttocks are just sinking down into your mat. And the only other place that's really heavy when we're lying in Shavasana should be the mid to upper back. Okay, so keep the eyes closed as we rotate the wrists, rotate the ankles. Oh, Helen, so sorry to see that you're coughing. Bless you. And then do the wrists and the ankles one way and then the other way. And then you're just keeping the hands, elbows digging in, and then stop sign to the ceiling and heels pushing away. And then lower fingertips down to the floor and toes pointed. Okay, so dig the elbows in and then hands towards the ceiling, heels pushing away, and then point the toes and just move the hands rather than the whole body, the whole arms, just the hands drop down. So the finger, that's it. I need to, sorry, it's difficult to explain when you've got thingy on. And then up to the ceiling with the stop sign with the hands. Push the heels away and then down, fingertips facing down to the floor. Great. Okay, and then just soften the legs, wiggle out the hips, interlock the fingers, push the palms away. Probably time to take your covers off your eyes, and then circling. Good. Interlocking the hands, Liz, so that you're then circling. That's it. Push the palms away and circle around. Probably take your scarf off now so you can see. Lovely. Good. Change direction. That's lovely. Hands down by your sides. And then just bring your right knee towards your chest very gently. Right knee bends. Lovely bent knee. And then bounce the heel into your buttock and straighten just halfway, I'd say. And then bounce, because we're not warmed up. You don't want to overstretch. Then lift. Straighten the knee a little bit, not to full extension, please. And then bounce. And then not to full extension, just gently. Lovely, good. And one more bounce. And lift. Good, and then lower the leg. Okay, for this next one, hands down by your sides. So left knee comes in towards the chest. And then you straighten, but not to full extension, and bounce the heel. And straighten. Keep a bend in the knee, be safe. And then bounce the heel. And then up. Lovely, Jules, good. Bounce the heel. And last one, lifting up. And bounce the heel, good. Just both knees in, support underneath the thighs, lift the head up. And just be here a moment. Really tuck the chin in to lengthen the cervical spine, the back of the neck. And then we gently lift the legs. See how high you want to lift with the bend in the knee, and then bounce the heels. So your head is still up, chin tucked in. And then lift. Good, and bounce. Good, lift. Heels pushing away. Don't rush to bounce, just stay up here. Elbows nice and bent. Wait for it. We're not bouncing yet. Good. Bounce. Lovely. Good. Straighten. Stay up, please, and then tuck the chin in and just stay up. Elbows out to the sides to stretch across the shoulder blades. Lovely soft knees with the legs extended to a place that suits you. Then bounce the knees. Excellent. Thank you for that. And then straighten the left leg out. Hug on top of your right knee and then squeeze, release gently. So not actually at the knee, just slightly below the knee joint. So at the upper shin, and then just squeeze and gently release. So it's not a big squeeze, it's just a gentle squeeze of that right leg, right knee. And this gently pulls on the lower back and helps us to waken up the base of the spine. Change legs, but just below the knee joint at the upper shin, and pull and release. Just very gently, chin tucked in, and close the eyes. We're doing some very nice gentle stretches. So once you know what you're doing, close the eyes. Squeeze and releasing, squeeze and releasing. Good. Okay, both feet on your bolster, arms out at 90 degrees. And we just open to a cobbler. But careful of your hips. If it feels too much, only open halfway, then knees together. Inhale, open. And gently close. You can close the eyes now. Inhale, open. And close. Inhale, open the hips. And close. Lovely, everyone. Perfect. And open. Breathing in, exhale, closing. Good. Press the left foot into the bolster and circles, but I want circles to the ceiling with the knee. So the knee is not a really massive opening of the hip at all. It's just gently. And when you are going round at the far end, straighten the leg and then bring it in. Okay, so you lengthen it all the way away and then draw the knee in. The full extension of the leg as you stretch down to the front. Yes, good. Excellent. And change direction. Any point it gets too tiring or aches, you can stop. Good. Both feet on. Really push that right foot into the floor. It helps to circle. So you circle round to the left, straighten the leg fully, and then draw the knee in. Okay, always a micro bend, so you're not locking the knee. Good, change direction. Good, well done. Good straightening of the legs as you come round. Good, and both feet down onto the bolster. I just want you to do tick-tocking from side to side with the feet on the bolster. Lovely. Nice and slow. So you feel you've got over to one side, but then gravity pulls you over a bit more. So yeah, let's all slow down even more. So as you come over to one side, you'll drop and then gravity will really pull you down a bit more. But we're doing it safely and slowly. And a lovely focus on our breathing as we are doing things very slowly this morning, to start with at least. Perfect, good. So roll the bolster away slightly, feet flat, and take the block away. Check that you've got enough room behind you to lengthen the arms away and hands by your sides. And we're simply lifting, but I want you to tilt the pelvis up. You'll feel it in your quads. It's not an extension of the body into bridge. It's lifting the buttocks up and then curving the tailbone under, and the tailbone aims toward the wall in front of you. Okay, so you've lifted, and then you bring your arms up and over, interlock the fingers, push the palms away, and stay here with a tilted pelvis, so lifting up. It is not bridge pose, okay? Okay, brilliant, Jules, well done, much better. You can see me, good. And then exhale down, and you reverse the curve. So you lift the belly slightly, and you feel an exaggerated curve in the spine. Sort of mid-spine really is where you feel it most. And breathe here, keep pushing through the hands to the back of the room. And then again, you push your feet down, lift the hips only slightly, and then curve the tailbone. And do feel it in the thighs, you feel it in your quads, and breathe. Eyes closed and breathe. Good. And then you go flat, and then the belly lifts slightly and the curve of the spine is exaggerated. Lovely, Kathy, that looks brilliant. Good. And then arms down by your sides to wiggle out the hips, and the back comes into neutral. Brilliant. Both legs away to straight body. And we'll repeat the position where you draw the right knee in, but the hands stay by your sides, and then you lengthen the right leg away, and then you bring the left knee in, and you lengthen it away, and then you change to the right. Good. Tuck the chin in, close the eyes. Now you know what you're doing, and then just keep very slow motion as if you're standing and walking on the spot. Get each knee very close to the body. We're not extending the leg, Helen. You just bring the knee in and then lengthen it away down to the floor. Sorry, I didn't say that very clearly. So you lengthen away down to the floor. Excellent. Good. And one more, just finish on the left leg and push it away. Lovely. Again, we'll interlock the fingers, push the palms away and circle. Good, change direction. Good. Okay, feet flat on the floor. We're just doing out some lovely Ken Ironman poses. So I want you to bring the arms out at 90 degrees. And then you just come up and over, hinging the top arm, the right arm, up until palm rests on top of palm. And the legs turn one way. So make sure your feet are wide. They're as wide as your hips. And then you go the other way very slowly. Allow that left arm to turn to the right arm and be on your side, and then we change the other way again. Good, let the head turn. Honestly, we do at least sort of 10 minutes of this kind of thing with Ken, but it's so good for your back. But we won't be doing 10 minutes. But it's very nice. I could quite happily do this. Good. One more time. Good. Perfect, everyone. Hug your right knee, left leg away, forehead up to the knee. Good. Release. Left knee in and squeeze. Good. Perfect. Both knees in. Either roll to one side or simply roll up. Good. Sit on your block. Or if you're more comfortable on your bolster, you can sit on the bolster. We're just doing shoulders. People to get ready. Good. Big shoulders. We've missed 2 weeks of shoulders, so really important. Allow the body to just move forwards and back. A little movement of the body. God. My microphone was closer. You'd hear, change direction. You'd hear all the crunching. Lovely. Shoulders up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you squeeze, push into your thighs. Push, push down. And breathe. Good. And then I want you to slowly release down. And push up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Ah, lovely, Cat Liz. Buzz is asleep, so it's a good job he's not seeing your cat. And then come down, just slowly, and then we'll turn the head. And then when you turn your head, let's all mirror me, turn your head to the left. And just stay here and just gaze to the left and breathe. And just be very aware of the spine, that you're sitting up very tall. And breathe really deeply. And you might, like me, just feel that little sort of click noise as the extension, the rotation extends just a tiny bit, not even a millimeter, but it will extend. Good. Very gently back to center. And then when you look right, stay here and breathe. Keep the posture gorgeous and the shoulders relaxing, but very tall spine. And to sit tall on a block, you really have to push the belly forwards. Nice, good. Back to center. And then we'll tick-tock side to side. You don't want to stay in the side stretch for too long. Good. And then circles. I also want a little bit of a movement in the body as you circle. So don't keep the torso still, just a little bit of movement. Good. Change direction. Good. Good. Back to center. We want to go a little bit wider with the legs and shake them out. So I'd probably swap to, unless you're comfortable, Kathy, swap to a block. See how you feel. Okay, you hold the opposite, wrist. Okay, so yeah, do mirror me. So you'd be holding your right wrist and then come over to the left. Very good. And breathe. Nice, soft face, soft jaw. Dig the heels in, engage your legs, and then come up and change sides. So then you pull and pull yourself over, not too much, obviously, you'll fall off your block, and breathe. Poor Anita, that might be quite strong. The other side was for your ribs. Yeah. Ouch. Okay, breathe. To center, soft knees. Actually, I'm going to fall off my block. Let's fall off our block so that we can do a forward bend nicely. I need really bent knees because of my very stiff backs of the legs at this time. And then see if you can get your wrists past your feet. That's how bent your knees are. And then draw the hands down to the middle of the feet. Yeah, lovely, Helen. Good. And just see how you feel. You can sort of slide the heels away slightly, but do stop. When you feel any resistance at all, stop the straightening. Close the eyes. Good. Lovely, everyone. Gently roll up. Hands to the sides of your body. I want you to turn the hands so they're facing sideways, feet flat, and you hinge so the knees go above the ankles, and then lift the hips, but we're going to lower them straight back down. As soon as you've lifted, lower back down, but lots of weight into the wrists, weight bearing into the wrists and into the feet. Knees travel to, that's lovely, Helen. Knees travel over the ankles, and then when you drop down, the knees sort of travel towards your body. Okay, just breathe here a minute. Just push into your hands strongly, push the belly forwards for a lovely back bend. So raise the chest up, the sternum lifts. Beautiful, Jules, and then let the head hang back. Any niggles in the shoulder. So your bottom's on the floor, Liz. You're just lifting the chest forwards, lifting the head back. And any niggles in the shoulders, just soften the elbows and drop the chest a little bit. Good. Chin tucks in. We push into the arms once more and lift. And we stay a little bit longer now. Just look down to your knees, check that they're parallel, not knock kneeing in. Yes, looking brilliant, everyone. Good. Drop back down. Good. Shake out the arms. Bring the hands down. Go a little bit wider with the feet. And we're just tick-tocking. And I know this is strong on the hips, so you don't want to go too low. Again, where you feel any resistance or niggles, that's where you stop. Okay, lovely and wide with the feet. So the feet are wider than a yoga mat. Lovely. And you're leaning back. The more you lean back, the more the hips can move. Excellent, everyone. Good. Last one. Come up, cross the legs. Good. Sit up very tall and then start to circle. Perfect. Good. Change direction. Good. Okay, to center. I'm really thinking of Anita's ribs again. When we stretch over, the better thing to do is just have your hand on your hip. Do you know what I mean? The rest of us, only Anita, the rest of us can come stretching up and over. Okay, really stretch over and then get the elbow close to the floor if you can. Lovely. Keep the hips opening. Where you feel that you're leaning over and this right hip's lifting, you've gone too far. Keep the knees opening. Beautiful. Good. Let's change sides. Stretch away, slide away, and then drop the elbow. And interestingly, yeah, much tighter on this side. I can't get my elbow down. And breathe. Focus on keeping those knees opening. Amazing, good. I come to center. Shoulder rolls once more. Good, change direction. Great. Sitting up lovely and tall, we just want to focus on the collar, not the collarbones, the shoulder blades, and then we're just going to do eagle. So cross and be here. Good, lovely. And then just gently we're going to move the wiggle, not kind of wiggle, but just lift and lower the elbows very carefully. Very nice. Change side. And lift and lower, just very gently. Spreading from lower shoulder blades to upper shoulder blades as you move the elbows. Any discomfort in the hips, lengthen the legs straight. Brilliant, okay. Shaking out. I haven't decided yet. I'm considering just having a longer relaxation at the end because this is such a flowy, very gentle class. So at any point you want some water, please just grab some water. Now dip the spine, look forwards, but I don't want full extension, half the extension of the back, look forwards and up. And again, half the extension, not full extension of the spine as you arch, sorry, round the back. And then dip, look forwards, and then arch, look down, and then up. And as you're doing more, gradually, you're going to a longer, fuller extension. But we're going to do this at least 6 more times, so take your time to get to full extension. Deep breaths, eyes closed. Good. One more. And then come into a neutral spine. Lovely. Thread the needle now. Coming through with the right arm. And this is really important. You are pushing into the wrist with the elbow bent. Okay, some of you do this when you do thread the needle. I need you to stay up. So just drop, the elbow bends and you drop through, look down and look through, and just breathe here. Again, close the eyes. I'll let you know when we change sides. So just close the eyes, enjoy your deep breaths. Good, and come up. And then just sway the hips, not wiggling, just swaying from side to side. Turn the head as it naturally will want to turn, opposite to the way the hips are going. Lovely. Oh, neutral before I forget what we're doing. Okay, left arm through and drop. Right elbow in the air, push into the wrist and look to the right, then close the eyes. Good. Coming out gently. Separate the knees, travel back into swan. And for this one, the elbows drop and relax. Relax across the shoulder blades, soften the jaw, soften your face. Good. Just hinge up through the wrists, splay the fingers wide and bring the knees together. I want you to slide the right knee forward and then slide the left leg back into, not enough room, into a up pigeon. Yeah, lovely everyone. Slide back as much as you can. Poor Liz, she's got an accompanying cat. Okay, and then you bring your right arm, same arm as knee, out to the side. So you can lean over slightly and just bring the arm round. So the arm that's on the ground is the same one as the bent knee, okay? Otherwise you could get into difficulties. Okay, lovely. And as you turn the hip, okay? So up and over. Backwards rotation. Lovely, Jules. Good, perfect. Everyone change direction. Okay, brilliant. Come to center and then slide that left leg forward. You might want to do it in a few steps. And just stay here and then slide the right leg back. So you get into the same position as you were, square on to the front of your mat. Just breathe here a moment. Lovely. Then you bring this left hand, because it's your left knee, left arm away. So far, it's like quite a lot away actually from, so you can lean over, and backwards rotations to start. 10 of those. Again, close the eyes now you know what you're doing. Good, and then change direction, 10 the other way, up and over. Keep turning to the side wall and then back gently to the front, subtly with the chest. I haven't been counting. I think I'm just going to do 2 more. Okay, good. Back to center. And draw the other knee in. Okay, hopefully you got enough space to then sink into your heels and just a full child pose. So drop down, and some of you, if you don't get the forehead to the floor, just bring the elbows into the sides of your knees and let the head hang. Lovely, everyone. Gently lift up, sitting up. We're going to keep the knees together and bring the hands back behind us and lift. Actually, I'm not sure this will work. Oh, yes, it will. Okay, so bring the block behind you. Bring the fingertips so they're facing your bottom, or the sides of the feet. And then make sure the hands are actually in the middle of your block so that you can lift. And obviously that's an extension of the length of your arms, so you can lift up a little bit higher. And then head travels back and then chin into the chest. Lovely. If it feels too strong in the quads, you can separate the knees, but try and keep them together if you can. And then head goes back and forwards and back and forwards. Good. And drop down. Excellent, everyone. Move the block out the way. I just want this to be smooth. Some of you, or hopefully all of you, still got your socks on, but we're going to come in and out of downward dog. Keep your socks on, really don't mind. And then just really tuck your toes under though and travel back gently, but then come up onto the tiptoes and then drop down onto the knees. Okay, and then up and back and up onto the tiptoes, then the knees drop. Up and back. And then let's stay back. Perfect. Well done, everyone. So we can take our socks off for a little while. Good. And then step your right foot forward. So I want a really, really, I can't remember what I call it. short lunge. Okay, not a long lunge, short lunge. So knee is above ankle, hip is above knee. Okay, so it's a very short lunge, slightly more forwards with that right foot though, Kathy. So the foot is the ankle joint is directly underneath the knee joint. Okay, good. Square the hips to your front, lift your arms up, hands are parallel like this, and then push your belly forwards and arch. Gaze up to ceiling and breathe. Nice neutral spine. Sweep the arms out to the sides and forward fold. Depending on the length of your ankle to knee, your palms might be flat or you might have to cup. See what feels comfortable and breathe. Good. Slide back onto both knees. A brief push back into a knees together swan. Good. Come back up. Left foot forward. Really important we get this position correct. So knee above ankle. You might want to have a quick look, peek round. And then this hip above knee. Okay, sweep the arms forwards. Gently arch. Lovely. Close the eyes, drop the shoulders. Which has completely made me go unbalanced. Oh, it's quite tricky. So maybe just heel and toe the left foot out to the left to have a bigger surface area on the floor. Good. Arms sweep out and draw the body down. Up the hands or palms flat. It all depends on that length of the knee to ankle. Let the head hang. Perfect, everyone. Just gently come up, come onto both knees. Tuck your toes under. And then onto the toes, into your squat. Or do a half squat if it's hard on the knees. Yeah, lovely, Kathy, good. And breathe. Good, and then we're just going to keep the chest low, belly low over the thighs. Keep the forehead down and very slowly, same time that the heels are dropping, you're lifting up. And just get that chest over the thighs. And then relax over the legs. I've still got quite bent knees to protect my hamstrings, but if you have the flexibility, straightening the back of the legs. You can just shift the weight from one shoulder to the other. A little sort of, not quite a wiggle, but a little movement to really help extend the spine. Good, look forwards, hands on the knees, stay low, and then drop the buttocks a bit lower. Good, then round the back to roll the body up. Good. And then just breathe. Might want to grab some water at this point. We are going all the way through. It's only another 8 minutes, but yes, obviously, if you do need the wee or some water, do have some. Everybody's ready. So all we're going to do is mountain pose now. So draw one. When I say, oh, all we're going to do, it's probably one of the hardest poses you can do. So draw the shoulders down, fingertips to the floor, palms facing inwards. Lengthen your toes. Tuck your tailbone under just slightly, and at the same time pull in your abs really strongly, and then elevate through the chest so the sternum lifts. At the same time the chin tucks in. Okay, you're pulling up your kneecaps as well. Lots of things going on, and then close the eyes and really stay pushing through all these elements of mountain pose. Keep the eyes closed. Keep the breath really deep. Lovely, everyone. Soften the hips, soften the buttocks. Shake out the legs. Good. Go wide with the legs. Parallel feet to the front. Bend the knees. And then just stretch up to here and hold. Draw the shoulders down. Turn the head from side to side. Good. Soften into the knees. Hands down just by your sides. And I want you to again pull in your abs and bow forwards to a flat back. Chin tucked in. Stay here and shift the weight more to the toes, but you also got weight in your heels. Good. Arms hang down. Body drops. Hands just can be on the floor. I've got the backs of the hands on the floor, palms facing up to my head. And then either drop down halfway down for your garland pose, or I need to shift to a different position so my toes turn out a bit more and drop gently down into full garland pose and drop. But only halfway down if it's not comfortable. Try and draw the hands down so that they're exactly like mine, pushing the palms together. Just tuck the chin in, look to the floor. Good. Hands to the floor. Gently lift the body up. Turn the toes forwards. Roll up from base of spine. Lovely. Soft knees, hips forward, arms back. Although you're gazing up to ceiling, I'd like you to tuck your chin in as much as you can. It feels a bit weird. Good. Neutral spine. Look down. Chin even more tucked in. Good. Just move, wiggle out the shoulders, look forwards. Lovely. Arms come out, hips forward. And then as you travel back, hug, deep hug. Try and get those arms around the back as much as you can. And be aware of which arm is on top, so that then when you open, you wrap round the other one on top and hug and look down. Good. Really unfold from there and release the arms. Okay, this is when I used to teach in India, we always finished with a triangle, which is very random. I never really understood that. But as we're standing, let's end with a triangle. You just slide down one leg and then the other leg up and over. Sorry, not the other leg. Arm straight up, that's what I'm trying to say. I think I've checked out already for relaxation. So just hold. So lovely straight left knee if you can. Both knees are straight. Lovely. Good, Liz. Arm straight up. Very little weight in this bottom arm. Good neckline. If you feel the head's dropped a little, come back up a little bit for me. Yeah, lovely. Come out. Toes forward, other toes out. Hinge the hip. Lower the arm. And very little weight this bottom arm. And breathe. Good neckline. So don't let the head drop, but lift. Yeah, that's it, Irene. Perfect. Good. Breathe. Check that both knees are straight, slight micro bend always. Breathe. And then gravity does pull you down a little bit when you're staying in poses longer, so allow that to happen with control. Good, very nice, everyone. Turn up, turn both feet out. When we close down, and then just hands on the thighs, draw the shoulders down and then stay here. Really lovely, everyone. Knees over ankles. Amazing, good. Straighten the legs. Good, shake out. And yeah, last bit of water, get nice and cozy. Socks on. I'm just popping to the loo. Sorry about that. Not very professional, but I need a wee. 7 more minutes, everyone.
Fully relax.
Okay, so we gently start to wiggle the fingers and toes and start to stretch out along the floor. Lovely, everyone. Okay, I'm just going to namaste those on catch up. Namaste.